Christians versus monks walk for peace. My thoughts on it. Hey, what's up? It's Patrick. It's Rose via Fire. And I pray this message reaches who it needs to reach. So let's talk about Christians versus monks walk for peace. My thoughts on it. Now, this situation right here, bro, you got these monks that's doing this walk for peace from Texas to Washington, D.C. And you got Christians like preaching to them, you know what I'm saying? The Christians is preaching to them about Jesus and this and that. And I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. On this message specifically, bro, I'm not even going to be talking about the Christians, you know what I'm saying? I'm already knowing Christianity is a false religion. I'm not a Christian. Christianity is a false religion. I've been left Christianity. God is against Christianity. So I've been left that stuff behind. But on this message specifically, I'm not even going to be talking about the Christians and Christianity and any of that, bro. Know what I'm saying? Because I already did other messages talking about Christians and Christianity and all that stuff. So if y'all want to check those messages out, feel free to check them out. But I'm going to keep it real with you. People don't even take Christianity seriously anymore, bro. Because these Christians is all over the place. And it's like God is almost like, it's as though God is playing chess with these Christians. Different situations that go on in the world, there's going to cause like a different split between Christians. Because they all have, their discernment is not even on the same page, bro. God is using different situations in the world to kind of like expose that Christians is all over the place. Have y'all noticed that? Christians be taking up on this. They be taking up on the side of this one thing. And then they take up on the side of the other thing. And the things they taking up sides with, it don't even make sense. You know what I'm saying? It don't even make sense. Like, their discernment is all over the place, bro. That because Christianity is a false religion, bro. It's like, it's all over the place. They can't even like, they discernment they Christians. But like the things they agree with and like, it don't make sense, bro. And God be using like different situations in the world to show the world that, bro, these Christians don't make sense. It's to the point that people don't even take Christianity seriously anymore because God is exposing it, bro. Like these people, like, they all over the place, bro. God is using different situations that going on in the world to show how these Christians, they don't have zero discernment, bro. I'm telling you what I'm knowing. People is not taking Christians seriously, bro. People is not taking Christianity seriously at all anymore, bro. Because God is using like different situations in the world to really put these Christians' discernment on display for the world to see. They have no discernment. Oh, bro, the world is paying attention to Christianity as Christianity falls apart. But on this message, bro, I'm going to be talking about these monks right here. I'm going to be talking about these monks. Because a lot of people, they think like these monks, they have this enlightenment. You got these worldly people, they mad because, you got worldly people, they mad because the monks, all they trying to do is promote peace. You know what I'm saying? They just pushing for peace and this and that. So that the worldly people is like, oh, there's nothing wrong with that. The monks are just promoting peace. There's nothing wrong with that. That's how the worldly people looking at it. Because the worldly people have a worldly mindset. Oh yeah, the monks is just promoting peace. Nothing wrong with that. Everything is wrong with that, bruh. See, these worldly people, bruh, it's like God is exposing where people is at spiritually and mentally. These worldly people, they don't see nothing wrong with these monks promoting peace. They don't see nothing wrong with it. Oh, it's just peace, bro. It's good. It's not good. That's the point. But look, though, these worldly people, they thinking in a worldly mindset. They don't have a spiritual mindset. And I'm going to break it down to you, bro. Because these worldly people, bro, they not spiritual. Anybody come out screaming peace. Oh my gosh, they're good. It's a good cause, bro. It's peace. One thing I've noticed about people, they love that easy spirituality. People love that easy spirituality. People love the spirituality where, bro, especially Americans, bro. One thing I've noticed is that Americans, especially, they love that easy spirituality. Oh, it's just peace and unity, and that's it. Like, because they know following the real God comes with a lot. So they want these other religions that gonna give them this false peace and unity and all this stuff. But you gotta understand, bro. Don't you know that people be running from God to go follow peace? Don't you know that? Let me repeat that one more time, because a lot of these people, they have lost their common sense. A lot of these people is not standing on business for God, bro. They've lost their common sense. Don't you know that people run from God's calling for their life to go follow peace, to go follow these religions of peace? People run from God's calling for their life to go follow peace. I want you to let that sink in, bro. People run from God, and they run from God's calling for their life to go follow peace. I want you to let that sink in, worldly people. Worldly people, let that sink in. People be running from God and God's calling for their life to go follow peace. I want you to let that sink in and tell me, oh, you know, they just promoting peace. It's innocent. Oh, it's innocent. It is not innocent, bro. You know what I'm saying? Bro, it's like people is just so watered down, bro. People have grown soft, bro. People have grown so emotional and so soft. What is going on with these people, man? These people is spiritually dead, bro. In the Bible, it say the Antichrist, when he come out, what he gonna be doing? Bringing about peace? Bringing about what? Peace? Peace? What? Bro, these people is so easily deceived, bro. I'm starting to believe, bro. Even a 12-year-old could deceive these people, bro. They so easily deceived. Somebody's bringing up peace. Oh my gosh, it is positive. Oh, it's positive. It is not positive, bro. When you're looking at it from a worldly perspective, from a physical perspective, oh yeah, they bringing about peace. In a physical perspective, there's nothing wrong with it. But in a spiritual perspective, when you look, that's why we gotta have a spiritual mindset. You know what I'm saying? From a spiritual mindset, what type of peace is they bringing about? There's different types of peace. These worldly people don't even want to talk about that. There's different types of peace. What type of peace is these monks producing? We're looking at the fruits of the Spirit. We're taking them back to the Bible again. The fruits of the Spirit. What type of peace is they producing? A lot of these monks, they reject God. They reject Jesus. But yet, they promoting peace. How is that possible? They reject God. They reject Jesus. Yet they promote peace. You know what I'm saying? That's like some ABC level deception right there. Like, bro, like, the devil could easily deceive a lot of people and lead them to hell. Or people are going to be like, wait, why would God send people to hell if all they're doing is promoting peace? Somebody may ask that question right there. Why would God send people to hell if all they're doing is promoting peace? What type of question is, bro? This is how I know people is spiritually dead, bro. People have strayed away from God so much. It's ridiculous. People cannot see through nothing. Why would God send people to hell if all they're doing is promoting peace? It's good. What type of peace is they promoting? They promoting false peace. Because you got to understand, if you say you're promoting peace, but yet you're rejecting God and Jesus, and what? What type of peace are you promoting? You promoting that false peace, bro, that temporary false peace. And you're worshiping all these false gods. These people be running to these peace religions. Oh, my religion is about peace and unity. Yeah, but your religion is not, it don't want nothing to do with God, though. You know what I'm saying? Your religion don't want nothing to do with God. So you're still running from God to follow peace. You're still running from God to follow peace. These monks is not above the program. They still got to stand in front of God on Judgment Day. The monk said, I was watching a video, the monk said, we're not trying to convert anybody. We're just sharing different ways to find peace. But yet, you're still promoting false peace, though. You are still promoting false peace. You are still promoting ideologies, bro. You know what I'm saying? Your peace is temporary. Because let me tell you something. We're living in a world where we are battling powers and principalities of the air. We battling against fallen angels and evil forces and the devil and Lucifer and this and that. How are you to combat the devil and the fallen angels and all these demons that's in the systems of this world? How are you going to fight against them with false peace when false peace comes from the devil? How do you fight against the devil with the false peace that he gave you? That don't even make sense. That because these people is spiritually dead, bro. I'm trying to tell you, bro. These people is spiritually dead, bro. They worldly minded. They don't understand it. They think that anybody who come out here, oh, we just doing peace. We just promoting peace. Oh, to them is good, bro, because these people is lazy spiritually. They are spiritually lazy, bro. Even the Antichrist gonna come out. The wicked Antichrist gonna come out talking about some peace and unity. Worldly peace. Bro, peace without God, bro. God is not at the center of that peace, bro. That's the definition of false peace. That's the definition of temporary false peace. You know what I'm saying? That peace is going to start off looking good because the devil comes as the angel of light. The peace starts off looking good, and then right after the peace wears off, it's chaos, it's destruction, because it's illusions and mirrors. The devil comes as the angel of light, bro. People need to wake up. Like people is headed to hell, bro, in so many ways. Because people is lacking spiritually, bro. They just, bruh. And then, bro, thousands of people was gathering around to watch these monks. So apparently, I'm pretty sure a lot of these people, it's gonna be a good amount of these people. They're gonna wanna become a part of. They're gonna wanna convert to exactly what these monks is doing. They're gonna wanna try out their religion. They are going to want to try out their religion. You know what I'm saying? So these monks is still promoting their religion. They still are promoting it. Know what I'm saying? They still are promoting. Now they might say they're not trying to convert anybody or force anybody, but come on, bro. If you're doing stuff in public, you still promoting it. There's different ways to promote something. You could promote something verbally by talking about it. You could promote something by just a group of people taking a walk outside, like they doing a walk, like a large amount of people like walk. People gonna be like, hey, why so many people walking like that? If you're doing it publicly, it's like you're promoting it. If you know about marketing and promoting, bro, there's all types of different ways of promoting a message. You could promote it visually, verbally, all types of stuff, bro. You're still promoting. Oh, we just promoting peace. You promoting peace without God? You promoting peace without God? And these worldly people is like, yeah, bro, it's just peace, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with that. What? Everything is wrong with that, bro. These people is not even standing on business for God, bro. These people is emotionally soft. Man, like what's going on with everybody, bro? Say everybody's so soft, bro. Like everybody just weak. People is spiritually weak, bro. That's all this stuff is, bro. If Jesus was walking the earth today, bruh, majority of you people gonna hate him, bruh. If Jesus was walking the earth today, majority of you people is gonna hate him. You know what I'm saying? You got these worldly people, they like, oh yeah, the monks is just taking a walk of peace. You know what I'm saying? Jesus would literally walk with them. Hell no, man. Hell no, Jesus would not walk with them. Now, Jesus would tell them to follow him. You know what I'm saying? Jesus would tell them to follow him. Now, if they reject Jesus, he ain't walking with them. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Jesus is not walking with them if they reject him. He's not walking with them at all. People don't understand Jesus for real because they've been brainwashed by Christianity, bro. That's all this stuff really is, bro. People don't, oh, Jesus would walk with his monks, bro. They walking for peace. Hell no, Jesus would not walk with them, bro. Jesus will call them to repentance. Jesus would tell them to follow him. Know what I'm saying? Jesus is not walking with them? Hell no, bro. These people is soft, man. Man, these worldly people is soft. These worldly people is soft. They hear peace. They think it's something good, bro. Don't you know that peace could be a weapon? Peace could be weaponized, bro. Where's people's common sense? This stuff is spiritually destructive. Physically, it may look good, bro, but spiritually, it's destructive, bro. Spiritually, this stuff is destructive, bro. And people is just lost their common sense, bro. People is lost their common sense, but Um, let me look at my notes real quick, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, bro, these monks, they gotta be held accountable. You can't be coming out in public and you talking about you promoting peace. What type of peace is you promoting? Just like everybody else gotta be held accountable, the monks is not above the program. People think they so enlightened and this and that. These monks be secretly prideful, bro. That's what you don't understand, bro. That's why these monks, they cannot bow down to God, bro. They cannot bow down to the one true God because they secretly prideful, bro. They not above the program, bro. Man, these monks is not enlightened that they think they are. They are lost. They need to hear about the truth, bro. They need to hear about Jesus, bro. You know what I'm saying? And what else I wanted to say, bro? Bro, we need to be following God's plan. You know what I'm saying? That's what we need to be doing. We need to be following God and we need to be obeying God, bro. Instead of following the false peace, all these false peace religions. That's what we need to be doing. We need to be following God's plan and obeying God's plan. But you know, since people is like, damn, bro, following God is too hard, bro. Let's find our easier spirituality. Now they run to all these other spiritual. Oh, I'm about love and unity and peace and harmonies. Greetings, my brother. Hey, man, come on, man. You're running from God's calling for your life. You're running to false peace. Come on, bro. Know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. If you tell somebody the truth and they reject it, then keep it pushing, bro. Leave them alone, bro. If you tell them the truth about God and you tell them that they are headed to hell and they are leading people to hell and they reject it, hey, bro, leave them alone. Keep it pushing. Don't keep going back and forth with them and this and that, bro. You tell them the truth. They don't want to hear it. You keep it pushing. You tell them about Jesus Christ. They don't want to hear it. You keep it pushing. You leave them alone, bro. But at the end of the day, bro, these people need Jesus, bro. These people is lost. These people is headed to hell, bro. And they are leading people to hell. They're followers, bro. Believe it or not, bro, when you do things publicly, you gain a certain type of following that's going to try to subscribe to your religion. Even though you're saying you're not trying to convert nobody, by you doing things publicly and promoting them, people is going to subscribe to your beliefs and your religion because you're using peace as an invitation. What is at the root of the fruit, bro? What is at the root of the fruit? What is it in you get what I'm saying? What is it inside the fruit, bro? The peace is what you're using. That's the outside part of the fruit. What's inside the fruit, bro? You know what I'm saying? And when you are dealing with false peace, the inside of the fruit is rotten, bro. See, that peace look good on the outside. But what's inside the peace, bro? What's inside the fruit, bro? The fruits of the spirit. It's rotten, bro. They're going to lead you to them false gods, bro. They're going to lead you to these false gods, bro. They're going to lead you to these false gods. That's going to lead you straight to hell, bro. Know what I'm saying? And there's all type of evil spirits and demons that's connected to these false gods, bro. This stuff is spiritually destructive. But hey, worldly people is like, oh, you know, it's just peace, bro. This stuff is spiritually destructive. You know what I'm saying? But look, though, some of these worldly people may ask, why would anybody have a problem with peace? That sounds crazy, right? Because these people, they don't have no spiritual common sense. They don't see through anything. A person come out, oh, it's just peace. It's never, hey, bro, you gotta develop more discernment, bro. What's wrong with peace, bro? It's literally false peace. What they gonna lead you to? They false gods, bro? Hell no, bro. You gotta stand on maximum business for God, bro. These people out here say they love God. They love the true God, but yet they not standing on business for God. Because these monks carry themselves in a peaceful way, or they above the program, they enlightened. Hell no, man. Hell no, man. You better stand on business for God, bro. Stop playing, bro. These people is weak spiritually. They cannot even stand on business for God. They say they love God. They say they love Jesus, but yet they are soft. How is this possible, right? Doesn't the Bible say cowards shall have their part in the lake of fire? So if I tell you you're going to hell for being a coward, oh my gosh, oh, he's wrong. Oh. They emotions is hurt again. How many times is your emotions going to get hurt before you have to become strong, bruh? When people tell you, hey, bruh, these people is promoting false peace. Your emotions is hurt. You going to hell for being a coward. Your emotions is hurt. Well, it looks like you need to take it up with God, bro. Because God said all these things, bro. These worldly people, bro, they need to take it up with God, bro. Because y'all be butt hurt with everything. Y'all emotionally hurt with everything. Take it up with God, bro. Hey, brothers, you take it up with God. God said these things. He said cowards shall have their part in the lake of fire. Y'all see these people promoting all this false peace, and y'all ain't standing on maximum business? Man, you gotta stand on business. And this is not to just simply focus on the monks. This is really standing on business with any type of wickedness, bro. This is not just singling out the monks. You stand on business with any type of wickedness, bro. Any type. Don't matter what it is, bro. You call out all type of, bro, in my messages, bro, I'm calling out all type of wickedness. All type of wickedness, bro. I'm not just singling out the monks. We stand on, they is not above the program, bro. They still have to answer to God on Judgment Day. But people have grown soft on us, bro. People is grown emotionally weak. Spiritually lazy, bro. Somebody come up with peace. Oh my gosh, they promoting peace. Their spirituality is the best of all time. Weak. You know what I'm saying? Without realizing that, bro, when you following this false peace and all these false gods, it's going to lead you to hell. So if you're doing things publicly, it's going to gain attention. Thousands of people were gathering around listening to what these monks had to say. So they could be led to these false gods. A lot of them people are going to start following all these false gods, bro. But yet, you know what I'm saying? Oh, we did. Okay. You're doing things publicly. You're going to get a lot of people trying to follow your false gods, which you are going to lead those people to hell. But yet, we can't say nothing. We can't tell them nothing. We could allow them to lead all these souls to hell, but we can't tell them nothing, though. You see what I'm saying? Make no sense, bro. You know what I'm saying? But look, though, bro, there's nothing wrong with exposing all these false things. You know what I'm saying? We gotta expose all the works of darkness, bro. Bro, any type of peace that comes, bro, like, you gotta understand. Sometimes chaos comes disguised as peace. But worldly people, they don't want to think deeper. Chaos comes disguised as peace. Worldly people don't want to think deeper. It's like people are spiritually lazy. They don't want to think deeper. Think deeper. Chaos could come disguised as peace. Think deeper. Deeper, they leading you to false gods, bro. You say you love God, but yet you're going to let these people lead people to false gods? What? How do you love God, bro? You don't love God, bro. You ain't standing on no business for God, yet you claim you love God. You're standing on zero business for God, bro. You know what I'm saying? But, man, it's crazy, bro. Let me keep moving with the, hold on, let me see what else. What else I got? Because I wrote down some notes, bro. Know what I'm saying? Because this stuff just crazy, bro. Yeah, bro, people don't even have no critical thinking anymore, bro. People don't even have no spiritual critical thinking. You know what I'm saying? If you say you're promoting peace, but yet you reject Jesus and you reject God, what type of peace are you promoting? Let's take it to like some grade 1 elementary kindergarten type stuff. Let's take it to like some Dora the Explorer type stuff. Because sometimes you got to make it simple. Let's take it to some Dora the Explorer type critical thinking. If you say you're promoting peace, but you reject Jesus and God, what type of peace are you promoting? What type of peace are you promoting? If you say you're promoting peace, but you reject Jesus and God, what type of peace are you promoting? Swiper, do you see the answer? What type of peace are you promoting? Like, you got to make this stuff simple like this. Because a lot of these people is like, they spiritually, they don't get it, bro. You got to make stuff simple. If you say you're promoting peace, but you reject God and Jesus, what type of peace are you promoting? Dora the Explorer, do you see what type of peace they promoting? They promoting false peace. Bro, you gotta make stuff simple like this. And then look though, God is a jealous God. Know what I'm saying? Now, if you have problems with God being a jealous God, you go take it up with God. God told it, stop worshiping all these foreign gods, bro. Stop worshiping the Buddhas and all these religions, all these false religions. Stop worshiping all these peace religions that reject God. God is not even at the center of these religions. God is against these religions. God is a jealous God. If you have problems with that, you take it up with God. You know what I'm saying? People today are easily deceived, bruh. And people today is not even fighting for their souls, bruh. People's souls is going to end up in hell, and people don't even care, bro. People is not even fighting for their spirituality, bruh. They gonna be in hell burning forever, but they not even fighting for their spirituality, bruh. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. And man, bro, these people following all these false peace religions, bro. It doesn't look harmful in the physical world. It doesn't look harmful because these people don't have a spiritual mindset. Spiritually, it's very harmful. Yeah, they gonna tell you they promoting peace. You need to ask them, what type of peace are you promoting, bruh? You need to ask them that. What type of peace is you promoting, bruh? It doesn't look harmful in the physical, but spiritually it's very harmful because you promoting false peace. Peace without God, bro. Come on, bruh. Know what I'm saying? But love though, man, like, hold on. Yeah, you got, oh yeah, you also got like a lot of people, they be going out to like monks for knowledge and for guidance and for advice. Some people, they be going up to monks for guidance and advice. They may be trying to find purpose in life. So some people, they do go end up talking to monks or some type of gurus for guidance in life instead of going to God. What? Or they gonna tell you some ideologies of they false gods. What is so hard to understand? All they can tell you is some ideologies of their false gods. What else can they tell you, bruh? Why have people strayed away from God so much to whereas they have lost all common sense? It makes no sense, man. Know what I'm saying? But yeah, these monks is headed to hell, bruh. If they don't repent and follow Jesus Christ and follow God, they are also headed to hell. Oh, you know, they carry themselves in such a peaceful way. Oh, they don't bother anybody. Bro, this reminds me of that thing where good people is not going to heaven. Oh, people are going to be mad about that too. Oh, good people is not going to, oh, but they good people. Another thing people is getting emotional about. Why is people so sensitive about everything, right? Why is people so emotional and sensitive about everything? Good people is not going to heaven. Look at the people getting emotional. Oh, we emotional. Bro, in order to go to heaven, bro, you got to follow and obey God's purpose for your life. Know what I'm saying? You got to endure to the end for God. You got to follow and obey God's purpose for your life. You being a good person, but you rejecting God, you going to end up in hell. You promoting peace, but you rejecting God, you also going to end up in hell. It's the same concept. What is so hard to understand for a lot of people, bruh? But look, though, it is what it is. I guess people going to have to mess around and find out on Judgment Day, bruh. They going to have to mess around and find out, bro. Hey, people got their own free will. They going to mess around and find out. That's all it is, bruh. But yeah, if you got problems with what I'm saying, bruh, hey, bro, you go take it up with God, bro. You go take it up with God, bro. They go mess around and find out, bro. And you know God has never lost a battle ever. So you gonna mess around and find out exactly what God is saying. But hey, that's pretty much everything that I wanted to say, man. You know what I'm saying? Peace.